We got some more excitement with the bats.
Smith swings and launches one to deep right field. That ball is way back. That ball is history. A leadoff home run for Josh Smith.
As Berger hits this one hard out into left. That one into the corner and over the wall. A home run for Jake Berger. 1 and 2 out. And this pitch is driven deep down the left field line. Fair or foul? That is a fair ball. It hit the extension off the foul pole. Wyatt Langford with a 3-run blast.
Left-handed hitter, he swings and hits one deep to right. This is way back, and that ball is history. Evan Carter has homered again, and the Rangers now lead it 7-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
And this pitch is crushed. Deep left center field. Bader going back to the wall. It's gone. Back to the bullpen. What a clout by Adolis Garcia. His 8th of the year.
There's a swing, and there's a long drive to right field. This one's on its way, and that's a Jimmy Jack for Sam Haggerty. A 3-run homer for Haggerty, make it 16-3.
Nice music, Peyton Russell, a season-high 6 home runs as the Texas Rangers score 16 runs for the second time in 3 games, and they beat Minnesota yesterday 16-4 on this radio station.
Love when it starts early. Second, not just the game. When the offensive barrage starts early, it's literally second pitch of the game. It's a 1-zip lead. What does Bruce say? Football's a strange lady. Baseball's a strange lady, too. You can go from scoring 16 runs in one game to scoring 2 and barely getting a hit after the 4th inning and then going right back to scoring 16 runs again.
Rangers win back-to-back road series for the first time since 2024. This record is insane. When they score 4 or more runs, they're 25-4. You score 4 runs, you are winning on the Texas Rangers. Mm-hmm. And Bobby, the Twins came into this as no slouch.
Yeah, the Twins were pitching pretty well heading into this. They were actually top 10 in Major League Baseball in runs allowed. So, I mean, it's not like they were getting shelled consistently and just getting destroyed. This wasn't like going up against the Rockies or one of these other teams that, you know, we've been like, all right, is this smoke and mirrors or they're just getting the benefit of? Minnesota have been pitching pretty well. And Texas now, since that May 30th mark, Marcus Semien season, as I call it, since that May 30th mark, Texas is 4th in Major League Baseball in runs scored. They're 8th in batting average. They're 5th in home runs. They're 2nd in run differential.
He was bussing, wasn't he?
He was bussing.
He was bussing. It's just, this is what you hope is going to be sustainable and not just, all right, this is a quick flash. This is them getting hot. This is like the Gallo trip. The way Joey Gallo used to just do nothing for 2 months. He'd all of a sudden get hot for 3 weeks, and then he'd do nothing again.
Well, now is the time to find out. As I pointed out earlier in the week, the schedule is very, very kind. The Rangers scored 34 runs, by the way, in this 3-game series.
It's crazy. It's
34 runs. It was just 5 fewer runs than they had scored, in the previous 12 games. So they have won 4 of 5, and now they're playing, RJ, their next 18 against teams without a winning record, with the Chicago White Sox in Arlington tonight. The next 18 games, as Minnesota has now lost 5 of 7.
So, you catch teams at the right time, right? So they caught Minnesota. Minnesota started a little bit of a slump. They were a pretty good team to start the year. A little slump. Now they've lost 5 of 7. You were part of that. And then your offense is starting to click. You're getting hot, and you're getting a weak part of the schedule. It's a huge bonus. You can play a weak part of the schedule, but if you're slumping too, you're not going to be able to take advantage of it.
And fortunately for the whole season, the Rangers have not been distanced too much in the West. But unfortunately right now, you're not making up ground. You're still 5.5 back here in 4th place. The Astros have won 7 of their last 10. The Angels have won 7 of their last 10. The only team really struggling that matters to us is Seattle, who has won 2 of their last 10. But you're 5.5 back in 4th place. But this is the stretch right here that I think determines what Chris Young does with the weaker opponents.
Yeah, I mean, look, or what he should do. Chris Young may always just be like, I'm going in. I'm buying. Like, that may just be his default. But there is an opportunity here. Now, you look at the schedule. You've got some teams on there like Pittsburgh, who's not very good.
But they can pitch.
But Pittsburgh can pitch. So yeah, like there still needs to probably be like a view through the lens of, if they frustrate your bats a little bit, that's maybe not necessarily the most unexpected thing. But in general, Texas is finally starting to reward some of the pitching, just as the pitching is maybe not totally solid. Like you're not seeing some of the dominant performances that you were getting earlier. But I mean, the offense, you've got Berger, Evan Carter, Josh Smith this month that have all been really, really strong. And then that's where you're getting your consistency.
I have no idea why they left Ober in that game. He looked like his dog died right in front of him. Just got taken out. And then Bassett kept talking about it. He's like, where's the fastballs? Where are the fastballs from this guy? He refused to throw them. And Bassett said, I'm not a betting man, but if I had a few dimes in my pocket, 3 balls in this count, he's not throwing a fastball. He didn't, and they left him out there to die. Now, it was 6-1 at one point, so I was like, all right, are you throwing in the towel? Are you throwing in the towel in this game at 6-1? But he kept going back out there. I'm like, this is easy pickings against this dude.
Yeah, let me look at to see what percentage of stuff he throws. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So
does he never throw fastballs?
Well, he throws non-fastballs about 65% of the time.
Oh.
70% of the time. That's high. I mean,
really high.
That's really high. I know the fastball has become the forgotten pitch. It's now like it used to be the most used pitch more than 50% of the time.
And you got to factor the sinker into that.
Right. Yes. But even his sinker, according to Brooks Baseball, which they do the usage and stuff, his sinker never gets more than about 5%.
But forget about him on the mound. The pitcher that was really fun to watch, Ezekiel Duran, with a perfect 7th. Was it? It was a 7-pitch ninth inning. A 7-pitch inning. I love watching guys try to adjust.
Absolutely. Every team, every game that gets beyond about 7 runs needs to have a pitcher pitching. First of all, it's fun.
This should be a rule.
It should be. First of all, it's fun. Second of all, you don't need to burn a bullpen arm in a meaningless inning. I get it. 7 runs, you can maybe get squirrely, but in 16-3, you're not coming back from that game. The other team should put out their position players too. There's no reason beyond about the 7th inning in a 10-run game to throw anybody but a position player.
Well, and Ezekiel Duran clearly is just at this point, he's a better pitcher than he is a hitter. I think his what's his OPS plus this year? He's -9, his OPS plus, which I didn't even know before. Possible. I didn't even know before Duran you could be in minus territory at OPS plus.